Welcome back to our channel. We are looking ahead at the explosive week of July 6th through the 10th, and let me tell you, payback is coming for some of Salem's most notorious residents. The spoilers are officially confirming that Gwen Rizczech is plotting a massive, double-barreled revenge scheme against Xander Kiriakis and Kristen DiMera. That's right, guys. The truth is finally coming out. Leo Stark has officially spilled the beans to his bestie, confirming that Xander and Kristen have been sneaking around behind her back. Once Gwen finally accepts that she has been completely betrayed by the man she is sleeping with and the woman she thought she could trust, all hell is going to break loose. And honestly, I am entirely here for it. Let's take a massive step back and look at the absolute disaster that is Xander and Kristen's newfound alliance. These two outcasts have been hitting the sheets at the Salem Inn, but their connection goes way deeper than just a casual bedroom romp. They are actively bonding over their mutual burning desire to see EJ DiMera completely destroyed. But here's the kicker. Xander is playing an incredibly dangerous game. We all know Xander is a Kiriakis outsider who constantly battles his ruthless nature. For years, he tried to prove to his late uncle, Victor Kiriakis, that he was more than just a mercenary thug. Victor always warned everyone that Xander would revert to his base instincts, and by getting into bed with a legacy villain like Kristen DiMera, Xander is proving Victor absolutely right. Kristen doesn't do casual. She uses people as pawns on her twisted chessboard. Do you guys really think she cares about Xander's feelings? Absolutely not. She wants a hitman to take out her brother, and Xander is just dumb enough to fall for her manipulation while he tries to numb his lingering heartbreak over Sarah Horton. And you won't believe the psychological warfare Xander and Kristen have been waging on Gwen! A few weeks ago, EJ actually tried to do Gwen a solid, which is incredibly rare for that absolute monster, by warning her that Xander and Kristen were hooking up. What did Xander and Kristen do? They completely gaslit her. They looked Gwen dead in the eye and convinced her that EJ was just trying to stir up trouble. For a woman like Gwen, who has massive, deep-rooted abandonment issues stemming from Jack Devereaux rejecting her for years, this level of deception is soul-crushing. She desperately wanted to believe Xander was turning a new leaf with her. Instead, she was just a convenient distraction. I absolutely despise how Xander treats women when he is hurting. He is using Gwen to stroke his own ego, and it makes my blood boil. The sheer audacity to lie to her face while he continues his dirty hotel rendezvous is sickening. But thank goodness for Leo Stark. The ultimate Salem wildcard is the one pulling the pin on this grenade. Leo literally saw Xander and Kristen hugging outside her hotel room with his own two eyes. Now, we all know Leo loves chaos. He thrives on it. But he also has a twisted sense of loyalty to Gwen. By telling her the truth, Leo is validating EJ's original warning. Leo is basically handing Gwen the match to burn Xander's world down. Can we just appreciate the irony here? Leo, a guy who has blackmailed half of Salem and ruined lives for sport, is the one delivering the hard truth to save his best friend from further humiliation. It just goes to show how incredibly messy this storyline is getting. What do you guys think? Is Leo doing this purely out of love for Gwen, or does he just want a front row seat to the spectacular carnage that is about to unfold? Let's be real for a second. Gwen Rizczech is not a woman you want to cross. Have we all forgotten what she did to Abigail Devereaux? When Gwen feels rejected or unloved, she goes scorched earth. She doesn't just get mad, she gets incredibly toxic and vindictive. Remember when she drugged Abigail and melted her brain? Or when she lied about her miscarriage to destroy Chad and Abigail's marriage? For the past few months, Gwen has been trying to play it cool, acting like her situationship with Xander was just casual fun. But deep down she wanted a real commitment. Discovering that Xander is tossing her aside for Kristen DiMera, a woman who is arguably the most dangerous person in town, is going to shatter Gwen's fragile ego. She is going to channel all that pain, all that rejection, and all that historical trauma into a masterclass of revenge. I am telling you, Xander has no idea the level of crazy he just unleashed. So what exactly does a double revenge plot look like for Gwen? A lot of fans think she might just expose their affair to the public, but I'm telling you, it's definitely going to be way more sinister than that. My ultimate fan theory? Gwen is going to team up with EJ DiMera. Think about it. EJ already hates Kristen for trying to kill Johnny in that apartment fire, and he despises Xander for poking around DiMera Pharmaceuticals. If Gwen marches into the DiMera mansion and offers EJ a foolproof plan to take them both down, EJ will welcome her with open arms. A Gwen and EJ alliance would be an unstoppable, toxic force of nature. They would absolutely obliterate Xander's life and probably manage to get Kristen thrown into a dark, windowless cell. It is the perfect marriage of convenience for two people who have been wronged by the exact same duo. This whole situation just highlights Xander's fatal flaw. He is so blinded by his obsession with Sarah Horton, who is currently busy professing her love for Brady Black, that he is making incredibly reckless decisions. He thinks he can juggle Gwen, Kristen, and his lingering feelings for Sarah without any consequences. That's crazy. You cannot play a woman like Gwen and a psychopath like Kristen at the same time. Xander is literally putting a target on his own back. I used to root for Xander to find redemption, especially when he was trying to be a good father to Victoria, but right now, I think he completely deserves whatever payback Gwen dishes out. He needs a massive wake-up call, and Gwen is just the person to deliver with a sledgehammer. As for Kristen, her arrogance is going to be her ultimate undoing. Kristen always thinks she is the smartest person in the room. She is so focused on her slow burn plot to destroy EJ that she isn't even looking at the threat right in front of her. Kristen views Gwen as a pathetic, lovesick loser. She completely underestimates Gwen's capacity for pure, unadulterated evil. We've seen Kristen fail time and time again because of her massive blind spots. Just look at her historical, obsessive failures with John Black and Marlena Evans, or the time she stole Teresa Donovan's embryo. Kristen is a legacy character, but she always trips at the finish line because she thinks everyone else is beneath her. Kristen is about to learn a very hard lesson. Never turn your back on a heartbroken Rizczech. Gwen is going to hit Kristen where it hurts the most, and I cannot wait to watch the mighty DiMera fall off her high horse. We also cannot ignore how this ties into the broader DiMera canvas right now. EJ is currently spiraling completely out of control. He is up to his neck in the arsenic-laced Coracil scandal that killed Sarah's patient, Destiny. EJ is desperately burying evidence on Smith Island and facing the horrifying reality that Dr. Rolf's Versavic's cure is failing Lexi Carver. EJ is a cornered animal, and cornered animals are deadly. If Gwen feeds EJ the exact information he needs to neutralize Kristen and Xander, EJ will execute the plan flawlessly just to secure a desperately needed victory. I passionately hate EJ for what he is doing to Lexi and the horrific cover-ups he is orchestrating, but from a purely dramatic standpoint, seeing him unleash his wrath alongside Gwen would be phenomenal soap opera television. It's the perfect storm of legacy character drama and modern plot twists. The week of July 6th is going to change the landscape of Salem forever. Gwen is finally taking her power back, and Xander and Kristen are about to pay a massive price for their lies. The Chad DiMera Channel will always stand by the characters who fight for their family, but in this villain versus villain war, I am honestly just grabbing my popcorn. Will Gwen's revenge plot succeed, or will Kristen manage to slither her way out of it like she always does? Drop your wildest predictions in the comments below. Do you think EJ will join forces with Gwen to take down his sister once and for all? Let me know, and keep tuning in for all your daily Salem updates.